Welcome back to the David67 Celtic News YouTube channel. Today, Wednesday, the 11th of October, a very quiet news day in and around Celtic, as 13 of the first team squad and several of the B squad are away on a variety of international duties, and so a relatively small number of the squad still training with Brendan Rodgers and the other coaches at Lennoxtown, and it would appear the great majority of the new contracts have been completed, with only really Joe Hart and David Turnbull of the first team squad remaining close to their contracts ending. So today I thought I would do a little review of one of Celtic's star players, who I think probably is the key to Celtic's success over the next 3 years, and that is Reo Hatate. Before we crack on with the Reo Hatate appreciation video, please, if you can, tick the subscribe button. Boost the channel's numbers, get more viewers able to see these videos, and also please, if you can, tick the like button to go with this video. Also, a wee reminder, there is an ongoing poll regarding whether Celtic should extend David Turnbull's contract or not in the community section, and also a Reo Hatate linked trivia question also in the community section. So today going to do a quick overview of Reo Hatate and why I think he is the key to Celtic success, and also going to pop in a highlight reel from another YouTube channel who allows sharing of their videos. So, Reo Hatate signed for Celtic in the Windsor transfer window in 2022, and so has been at the club about 18 months. We signed him for around about 1.4 million from Kawasaki Frontale in the Japanese J-League, and I think he and Kyogo have been our two best value signings, and feel those two are pretty much the key to Celtic's success in Europe over the next few seasons. Hatate so far has 3 Japanese caps, but happily is back in the Japan full international squad, and they have games against Canada and Tunisia during this transfer window, and so hopefully Hatate adds to his 3 caps and comes back fit and able to play against Hearts, Atletico Madrid and Hibs in what's going to be a very important 7-day period for Celtic once this international window is shut. So far, Hatate has played 74 times for Celtic with 15 goals and 15 assists, and now appears to be Celtic's number 1 penalty taker, although he has been successful. He doesn't fill me with quite the same amount of confidence when he stepped up to take a penalty, as was the case with Aaron Moy and Joseph Juranovic previously. However, he has had 100% success rate, and hopefully he is practicing that diligently with another option in Celtic's first team squad that I see playing very regularly for Celtic for the next 6 months of this season, being Luis Palma, who had good success rate in Greek football and has been Honduras' number 1 international penalty taker for their international team too. Hatate has primarily been playing central midfield for Celtic. I feel his best position is actually ahead of rather than beside Callum McGregor, and I think he and O'Reilly playing further forward, as they did against Kilmarnock a few days ago, is their best position, with Callum McGregor pushing a wee bit further forward, and some of that defensive midfield role being taken over by Johnston and Taylor in inverted fullback roles, and also our centre backs, Carter Vickers and Scales, Lagabielka, Phillips also pushing further forward, nearer the halfway line to minimise the space for the opposition players to play into. I thought on Saturday Hatate was back to his best form and his best position, and I think that probably is a combination of Rodgers at last freeing him up to play a more further advanced role rather than working alongside Callum McGregor deeper in the formation. And Hatate looked back to his style, pace, creativity, and attacking threat as he was under Postecoglou. And unlike O'Reilly, Hatate also has a better engine for getting back to support defence, cover as extra right back or left back, and take the ball off the centre backs if required. Which is why I think he is Celtic's most complete player when he is fully fit and fully up to form. And interestingly, he recently signed a 5-year contract for Celtic, which keeps him up playing for Celtic now that he's 25, up to the age of 30, up to the end of the 27-28 season. Rodgers has talked about a 3-year plan, and I think Hatate is one of Celtic's key players for that 3-year plan, alongside Kyogo and another main striker yet to be bought. I think Celtic also need to, in the long term, firm up a good, top quality younger goalkeeper such as Kelleher, who Celtic are said to have firmly on their radar for the winter 24 or summer 24 transfer windows. And also, I think the likelihood is in time CCV and Matt O'Reilly may well move on rather than extend their contracts further. And so I think an additional star midfielder and star centre back are required to go along with the players that we will have, such as Nawrocki, Scales, Welsh, Lagabielka. And also, another interesting player coming through Celtic's ranks is Liam Bonetig, who kind of came under the radar, 18-year-old Australian international at schoolboy and youth level, currently away with the Australian under 20 squad for a quadrangular tournament in France against France, Denmark, and the Netherlands. Bonetig signed a couple of months ago. He's in the B team squad but has already been training with the full squad. And one of the other bonuses of signing Bonetig at 18 is, assuming he stays at the club, he will qualify as being home trained, which will be helpful for UEFA rules in terms of homegrown and home trained players, which we have to abide by, and which has been a bit of a struggle this season, which is why players such as Johnston and Forrest are in the squad ahead of players I would prefer to see in the squad, such as Tilio and Nawrocki, who of course was injured but could be back by the end of the Champions League stages. As you can see from the enclosed scouting reel from another YouTube channel that shares their videos, um, Hatate is an excellent player, um, able to shoot from distance, able to drive into the box, able to drive through midfield, able to make a tackle, very good on the ball, good dribbling skills also, and has a brilliant eye for distributing the ball also. We also have the added bonus that he can act in defensive midfield in case Callum McGregor is injured or suspended. Also can act at right and left fullback, and was actually a surprising success at right back a couple of times last season, scoring 2 goals in his first appearance at right back last year as well. So that just about does things for today. Hopefully, you enjoy the Reo Hatate highlights reel that follows. Um, Chat again tomorrow, and so for today, goodbye and hail, hail.
Yeah.